What is up, you guys, and welcome back to the channel. Hope you guys are having an amazing day so far. Like always, if you're new to the channel, I want you guys to go down and subscribe to us. But wait, before you even do anything, I really want you guys to listen to what I want to share with you guys today. And only if you like the message that I'm sharing with you and the gameplay in the background, that I want you to smash the subscribe icon. Today, I really want to talk to you guys about why anticipation is such an important tool, whether it is in video games or whether it is in life in general. For those of you that don't know who I am, I share gameplay videos with financial and life growth content, and to pretty much kind of improvise some sort of entertainment aspect to it. So number one, anticipate your opponent ahead of time. So what does that mean to you? Now you're probably going to ask, how do I anticipate my opponents? There's three key words here: consistency, experience, and deja vu. Now what is deja vu? It's ultimately what it means to pretty much being or seeing what already has happened. In other words, it comes into play with the consistently playing or consistently just doing things in life, or experiencing it in a sense, but probably with a different experience in a way. You're already seeing the same scenarios, just pretty much played out in a different way, and it just comes out as deja vu. It's ultimately your brain chemicals, and ultimately your brain just telling you, no, hey, I already experienced this, we're gonna go in this way, or we already seen this happen. So this is where you need to anticipate what your opponent is gonna do ahead of time. If you see yourself getting frustrated because someone always seems to be a step ahead of you, or it's probably usually because they are a step ahead of you. They have visualized themselves what will happen or has happened in those situations. So take this gameplay for example. If you actually analyze my movements, not only just to see how you can also see really how I predict the direction of my enemies and will run in not only in the direction that they're going to, but I will really place myself in a way that not only I can engage them fully, but they can't really touch me in a sense. So this is where anticipating where your opponent is going to be and really anticipating things in life comes into play. And again, it comes with consistency, experience, and deja vu, which ultimately, if you're getting frustrated in the video games or just anything in life, it just means that you need a little bit more experience doing that specific thing. But 2, anticipate your life. This is really where a lot of us struggle with. However, if you already have an emergency saving into play, or have started to you pretty much have started to anticipate the what if scenario. So if you already have an emergency saving, then you're already anticipating what may futuristically happen. Those of you that don't have that, then you're not ultimately anticipating or taking the proper step to anticipate what will happen in your life. This is where having a safety net for yourself, for your family, is key and comes into play. A lot of us millennials went through the 2007, 2009 crash, but some of us also went through the dot-com crashes. Some of us may have not understood or specifically felt anything because we were young kids or in the teenage years, and we may just not really see what was going on. But for me personally, I witnessed dozens of houses within my neighborhood with foreclosure sign at the actual door. So I may have not understood what it really meant at the time yet, but over the time I kind of realized this is what really happened. There's two valuable lessons that I learned from that specific time. Number one, don't over leverage yourself and really just kind of learn from other people's experience. Number two, just always have 3 to 12 months of emergency funds. Now, the key here is really to have up to 6 months of emergency savings, because most crashes or being out of work for a period of time is a maximum of about 6 months before you kind of recover from there. But if you can have up to 12 months of savings, then you're already going towards the aspect of being wealthy down the road, because you're already having that mindset of saving the proper amount of money for you to survive for a whole year without having to earn anything else. Now, I do understand that this may seem like anticipating is the worst case scenario, but I assure you that this is more to be just kind of a prepared type of scenario. Now, I can confirm that during my life, or pretty much our life, we will have another sort of market recession or some sort of crash down the road. So it really comes down to anticipating what possibly might happen, but it's not called predicting. I'm not predicting the future in any sort of way, because it might not happen at all, but it's kind of anticipating what our life may be in a few years from now. So if you anticipate that there might be another crash, or kind of project yourself seeing those things happen, then you have enough money saved up for an emergency case, and you could potentially have enough money for you to invest in the stock market when the market is low, or even decide to buy a house when the house market decides to flip back around and lose 10-15% or so. Then at that point you have a property that's 15% lot less, pretty much. It's like Black Friday all over again. So this is where it comes down to anticipating where the direction of your life can potentially be, whether it is in a safety nets or even in a futuristic aspect. So number 3, anticipate the direction of your life. So what does this mean in a sense? Because before was anticipating your life, this one is anticipate the direction of your life. Now what do I mean by that? It's simple. You need to set up short-term and long-term goals. You have to learn pretty much a skill at least 1% every single day, and over a period of a month to a year, you can ultimately kind of compound in pretty much compound interest in a sense for those specific skill sets, and over time you honestly will start learning that ability and have the possession of to achieve those goals, if not even surpass those goals. So this is really where it comes into play. You need to have the abilities to kind of learn just a little bit, as little as 1% every single day, and you'll be successful whatever it is that you decide to do. But it comes down that you need to put in the work of just reading a book where there's only 2 pages a day. It's perfectly fine. 2 pages out of 100 days, you'll be done with 1 book, which is just as good as not reading any books at all the whole year. So this is where it comes into play. Just 1% every single day, and over time you will achieve whatever goal you set. It just comes down to what time frame you want to set. If you don't set a specific time, then you can do 1% a day and you can achieve it in XYZ months, years, or even days. It really comes down to you and what goals you set. Now in the gameplay aspect of things, when I talk about anticipating your opponents, it also indicates that you need to anticipate what you're going to do based on how you react when you get engaged, or how do you react when ultimately somebody starts being aggressive or somebody's not listening to you, like your teammate, for example. So it really comes down to you need to understand yourself as a person and really kind of understand how others will react based on what you do. So you need to kind of not so-called predict what's going to happen, but rather just kind of based on the experience and based on the knowledge you have just at that given time, whether you're 10 years old or whether you are 30 years old or even 60 years old. It really comes down to you kind of breaking things down as to this is what's going on at this time, this is how I reacted previously at this specific situation, this is how I should react in order for me to be successful. This is really what it comes down to play, that you need to kind of react according to the given time. Alright guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know in the comment section what you guys like, whether or not you like this video. And really, if you guys did enjoy this video and you watched it this far, I want you guys to subscribe to my channel. If you don't, it's fine. You guys can go back and watch some of my previous videos and just let me know what you guys think, and ultimately whether or not I should change some of the content. Hope you guys have a wonderful day. Hope you guys have an amazing weekend, and other than that, enjoy the rest of the day. Have a good one. Goodbye.
Thank you.
There's been on this side.
My shields are recharged. Charging on my shields. Go this way. Giving my shields a recharge.
There's a zip here if you want to go.
Focusing on
Oh, one of them has a sentinel. Charge that. Careful, careful.
recharging my shields. Charging shields.
2 on the roof. One of them has the center.
Let's move back a little bit if we can.
Ready, set, go.
Okay. We could hold them.
Let's go this way. We are inside the ring. Good place. Taking a moment to reach hostile here. Cancel this. Okay.
Lifeline on the.
Well, where's that? Yeah, back off, so you guys can waste time.
I downed a hostile.